Hello from the Bureau, where we continue to monitor a developing tropical low which is slowly moving offshore from the West Kimberley coast. It's still a broad system and does have some developing to do before it reaches tropical cyclone intensity. And since 9 a.m. yesterday, thunderstorm activity across the Kimberley has resulted in rainfall totals between 20 and 90 millimetres, but most of the thunderstorm activity has been on the western flank of the low, which is over those warm tropical waters. We do now have a warning in place for coastal communities from Koori Bay down to Wallal Downs. That includes Broome, and we may see gale force winds with gusts up to 100 kilometres per hour develop through these regions in the next 24 hours. And a watch remains in place from Wallal Downs down to Port Hedland, extending inland to parts of the northeast Pilbara, including Marble Bar and Telfer, and also just extending into the western parts of the Kimberley. Now, these areas may see gale force winds develop later on Thursday or early on Friday. And as the low moves offshore today, it's going to start to draw in the energy from the warm tropical waters and may develop into a cyclone overnight tonight or during Thursday morning. But there is still some inconsistency in the track that the computer models take the cyclone on. So we're still seeing quite a broad area of uncertainty shown by this dark black line. And that is particularly for Friday and Saturday. But as we move closer to the cyclone forming, confidence is growing that it will remain fairly close to the coast and maybe just over those warm waters long enough to reach Category 3 cyclone intensity, which would see wind gusts in excess of 165 kilometres per hour. Now, heavy rain is expected for the Kimberley coast today, and it may extend into the eastern Pilbara during Thursday, with widespread totals of between 50 and 150 millimetres expected, possibly even some isolated totals of between 150 and 300 millimetres. So an initial flood warning has been issued for the Ord River as a result of the past 48 hours of heavy rainfall through that catchment, and flood watches have been issued for a number of catchments through the Kimberley and Pilbara regions where heavy rain over the next few days could lead to flooding. So if you're in the northwest of WA, keep checking for the latest forecast and warning information from our website and our app. You can also get updates directly from Bureau forecasters via Twitter, and of course, follow all advice from the Western Australian Department of Fire and Emergency Services.